As the food usually goes with the trend, nowadays we can see that there's a trend to drink boba tea all around the world. And boba tea is a tea which has bubbles in it, and these bubbles are made with the tapioca starch that we usually use in our daily cooking, in Indian cooking. So I just wanted to share a very simple recipe with you to make the boba tea, which is a milk tea. If we go to the different stores, we can see that there are different varieties of boba teas available. Tea is made with black tea, and the tea has originated from Taiwan. And further, there were a lot of flavors that were added to the tea. You can find the matcha, the avocado, the taro, and even the cheesecake flavor. But I'm going to make a simple milk tea first, and then later on maybe I'll share with you the different kinds of boba teas that I can make. But this is the simplest one that I'm going to share with you. Before actually preparing the tea, it's very important to have a look across the ingredients that we are going to use in making the boba tea. So let's go across each and every ingredient first. So let's start having a look at the ingredients that we are going to use to make our boba tea or the bubble tea. So starting from the last ingredient there, this is the maple syrup. We are going to use the maple syrup to make the bubble tea sweeter. Then we have the milk. The milk we are going to use will be the cold milk, the water, ice to make it cool, and I'm very sure that this drink is going to help you in keeping yourself cool in this summer. Then coming to the tea powder, the black tea powder here, this is the black tea powder, the brown sugar, which is very good for controlling the sugar in your body. You can even use jaggery instead of brown sugar. Jaggery is a very good nutritious ingredient that can be replaced instead of using the brown sugar. And finally, this is the pearls. These are the pearls that we are going to use, the tapioca pearls, which are made with tapioca. We usually get them in white color, but these are brown colored, and we are going to use the brown colored ones in our tea. So let's start the recipe now. Add some water. Once the water comes to boil, we have to put nearly 3 teaspoons of bubbles. Stir the bubbles so that they won't stick. Once they start boiling, cover them with a lid so that they will be cooked faster. It might take a while to cook the pearls as they are quite stiff, but while they have been half cooked, we can add around 1 to 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Let's start making the tea until the bubbles boil. So we will pour some water. Around 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Since we want to make it a healthy tea, we should have less quantity of sugar in that, right? And 1 teaspoon of tea. Let's wait for the tea to be boiled. The bubbles are already ready to be cooked now. We can see that their consistency color has changed, and even there is a coating over them, which shows that they have started to cook. It takes around 15 to 20 minutes or sometimes even half an hour to get the pearls ready to be used in the tea. So you just have to keep some patience. The tea has been boiled, so I am keeping it aside to let it cool. What happens is that we become very busy in achieving our goals and the targets in our life, and we forget to find joy in some small things, doing small things. We always want to do something big, and in that we forget to do little things that can give us even more pleasure than the big things. We usually don't want to try anything new, and that's what makes us feel even more older than we are. Because aging is a process that we cannot stop, and somehow every one of us hates aging. But if we try doing the things, try to look through the vision of the new generations, maybe our mindsets might change. You will not find aging a very depressing process, but indeed we will enjoy the process. Sometimes we have to learn from the young people. So that's what made me try this, because usually all the young generations these days like to have this tea. So the pearls are ready. I will show you how they are looking. They have blown up, and you can just take one of the pearl and just try to squeeze it with two of your fingers. So it's the time to prepare the bubble tea now. So first we will stain the bubbles through this stainer. Once the bubbles have been stained properly, we can just place the bubbles in the glass. The bottom layer of this drink will be the bubbles. So we'll be pouring the bubbles into the mug first. Once we have poured the bubbles, the next step is to pour the tea. So we are going to stain the tea in. I'm going to use the maple syrup, and I'm going to pour the maple syrup so that it will give some additional sweet taste to the tea. Lastly, I'm going to pour the milk. If you want, you can even use the soya milk instead of the cow milk. Top it with some ice. And here my boba tea is ready to drink. So this drink is super fun, and I hope the kids are going to enjoy this in the summer. I hope you will try this recipe. It's a really refreshing drink, and since it is a cold drink, it's really a summer drink. So please try to make the drink and enjoy.